Hello to everybody. I am Gabriele Rodrigues, producer engineer undergraduate at UNB, University of Brasilia, Brazil, and I'm here to present you my group's research about social demographic and other influences on obesity, which was guided by Fiocruz and Brazilian Health, Nutrition and Social Development Foundation. And our advisor is the PSP1 teacher. Obesity. What do you think when you listen to this word? Corporal fat? May health problems? May a global health issue? Obesity is a disease caused by excessive corporal fat accumulation and is divided in Class 1 if BMI is from 30 to 34.9, Class 2 if it's from 35 to 39.9, and Class 3 if it is equal or greater than 40. Obesity is a real problem since it makes people more susceptible to disease as diabetes and hypertension. Nowadays, it's considered a pandemic and affects about one-third of the world population, according to WHO. Those diseases require high treatment investments while the government doesn't know how to prioritize items and decrease it. Researchers have shown that obesity is related to multifactorial indicators. We can highlight economic vulnerability and gender. This way, our report will broach the reality of more than 7,000 women registered at a Brazilian nutritional system called SISLAM. Their common characteristics are they are all obese, they are 20 years old and older, low income, and benefit from the social program Bolsa Família. We want to compare factors as age, place to live, number of children, and see how the prevalence of obesity affects each indicators. At the end, we have a report full of information of all these women. They can help the creation of public policies and any other studies. Not only the social will be affected, as also the economic sphere. Our goals with this academic work go beyond academics, and we intend to help those women effectively. Our main goals are consummate obesity studies report, identify relevant correlations between demographic, socioeconomic factors and the obesity, analyze how parity affects the BMI of the target women, realize how schooling in women's social role affect their tendency to achieve the classes of obesity, lead priorities against female obesity, and back the creation of public policies. The data bank allowed us to determine it routed by many selected questions, and it will allow us to find out new indicators for the scope analysis either. We want to group together important statistical information. And this is one that the bank was determining by means of Excel and similar softwares, and the tools used were worksheets, filter, average, and pivot tables. The data assay and visual treatment was done by column charts, pie charts, and also text and legends specifying the results. The project aligns agile methodologies and PMBOK as ABNT report standards. The literature review emphasized important correlations among schooling, poverty, and regionality. In general, the number of children increases BMI, when schooling decreases it. Important relations between family members number and total women quantity were not found. However, the BMI decreases about 1 point scale from 2-member families to 10 more members. Graphic 1 shows that literacy is a factor closely associated to obesity, mainly at the Northeast region. Also, 48.6% of the student women live at the Northwest. That data show that obese women don't really concentrate at this Brazilian region, but show that they are registered in Programa Bolsa Família and need governmental assistance. One valid theory is that the past undernutrition can conduce to tendency to gain weight in the future. At the same time, the obese women quantity is bigger at South and the Southeast regions. Better life conditions and facility to buy food are causes of it, as the literature will portray. Graphic 2 shows another important factor that impacts the most on those women's lives. It shows how much they expend food, and as we can see, less than half of them can afford a basic basket food. It favors obesity since ultra-processed food is cheaper and way easier to find out. At the end, we can see that illiteracy affects the Northeast women the most. Less than half of the women can afford a basic basket food and maintain basic great feeding. BMI is not affected by race, region, nor poverty. Race doesn't affect the number of children. However, the white middle-class women number is about a double of white vulnerable women. The family size doesn't have important influence of BMI, but the BMI prone to decrease as the family size increase. And the women distribution around race and region with other factors are proportional. Obesity is easy to measure and detect, but the diseases caused by it aren't. That way, treating this problem urgently and create preventive measures will reduce costs in a significant way. This report is important to find out a way to prioritize important problem points. Public policies are necessary to reduce the issue. They are also important to the triple bottom line. Talking about the social sphere, there is improvement on low-income people health. At the economics, there is reduction of costs and possibility to allocate resources to other issues since we live in economic crisis. And at environmental, there will probably decrease the consumption of ultra-industrialized food